Welcome back. Let's try to solve out some very interesting problems that I have selected for you guys as of for a beginner. So our first problem statement is write a Python program to create, okay, there's a spelling mistake over here. So to create two empty classes, student and marks. Now create some instances and check whether they are instances of the said class or not. Also check whether the said classes are subclasses of the built-in object class or not. So first of all, let's break out the problem. Firstly, I have to create two empty classes. So let's create class student, let's pass it, and class marks, and then let's pass it. So first task is created, student and marks. Okay, so it's in capital S, so we are going to follow the same way. So student and marks, and now create some instances and check whether they are. So let's create some instances. So S1 is equal to capital S student, and M1 is equal to marks. Okay, so two instances are also created. Till the first line is almost complete, and check whether they are instances of the said class or not. So how to check if they are the instance? If you could recall, when I was teaching you about type, I have also told you guys about is instance. So we are going to use the same function is instance, and then we are going to write s1. Okay, if you have forgotten what is instance does, it just returns us boolean value of true and false. Inside of this you have to write a data type, let's say 34. Okay, this is a list, and if I have to check if this is a list or not, then we can just put out the constraint list and it will tell me yes, and it will just tell me that it is a list or not. If you pass str to check the left side in before bracket whatever you have written, if that is a list or not. Okay, so I'm checking right now if it is string or not. So false, it's a list. If you pass list, it will return true. Okay, now let's create the instance for this. So is again is instance, and inside of this what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass s1 comma student, and it should just tell me, it should return me true as s1 is an instance of the class student. Let's check for m1. M1 is an instance of class marks. So true, they are instance of each other. Now if I try to do something else, let's check the same thing for something different. So let's check s1 for marks. So false, it's not an instance of the class marks. S1 is an instance of student. So that's how we have done the first task completely. Now at the last thing that is left is also check whether the said classes are subclasses of the built-in object class or not. So for doing that, it's again we have a new method that I want to show you. It's subclass is subclass, and then I'm going to pass student, and let's pass object. So true, student has an object. Okay, so it is just letting me know that check whether the said classes are subclasses of the built-in object class or not. So yes, they are the subclasses of the built-in object class. Let's pass out the same thing for marks. Let's change it to S, capital S, true, and let's check it for marks. So yeah, successfully we have seen that yes, it is an object. It belongs to the class built-in object class. Okay, that's how you can solve out this problem. Again, let's jump into our next problem.